Also, don't forget to go to honolulupost.com/post awards and vote for everything that Hawaiian Brian's is in. That's the best bar, best, I actually forget. But when you go through the things, you'll see it. And then vote for Hawaiian Brian's, Rock Solid Tattoo for Tattoo Parlor, Cherry Lay for Go-Go Dancer, and Super CW for Twitter. Also Jimmy Taco for Best DJ. Hawaiian Brian's, I have to say it, sorry. Best pool, place to play pool. Best concert venue for Crossroads for live music. And best place to have a private party, Hawaiian Brian's. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Check it out. We are up for a Pulse Award. Woo. Go to honolulupost.com/Pulse Awards and vote for Mars Comedy Club under Best New Thing. Now, we're going up against pretty tough competition. We're going up against Kendama. We're going up against same-sex marriage. We're going up against, is it H&M Waikiki?
H&M Waikiki.
H&M Waikiki. And we're going up against
Ramen Burgers.
Ramen Burgers. If any of those win, it doesn't represent anybody. Same-sex marriage won when it became legal in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. If that won, which is a good cause, if that won, there will not be one person or a group. They're not going to be. You're not going to get all the gay people at the award ceremony accepting the Pulse Award. So vote for Mars Comedy Club because that is us, the guys with issues.
We're guys that you know.
Go to honolulupost.com/Pulse Awards and vote under Best New Thing, Mars Comedy Club. Podcasting live from the studio at Hawaiian Brian's, it's the Guys with Issues, starring James Mane, Russell Kealoha, and Chad Wago.
Come to my house, babe. Prove me wrong. Tell me that I'm fronting since we're playing alone. Standing in naked, fire your shine. Ever see me dead, babe? Pretend I'm something I'm not.
Neither do the Guys with Issues. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 90. Wow. Yes, we've been doing it for that long. What football player do we know number 90? Not Mark Gastineau, right? No, that's 99.
Ndamukong Suh?
Ndamukong Suh. Okay,
that's
we'll call
a good
it
one.
Episode Ndamukong Suh. So this episode, we will run you over and we will kick you while you're down.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll
turn your helmet around.
Yes, and then we'll raise our hand like, what? What are you talking about, foul? There's no foul. How dare you? My name is James Mane. As always, I'm with Russell Kealoha.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, you getting polite today?
Yeah. Got a guest in the house. Very nice.
Wow, he's got a button-down shirt.
My Sunday's best.
Because he's going near a church.
Oh, yes, he's going near some place that's giving service or whatever. That almost sounded perverted. Some place that's giving service.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're not that far from Koreamoku.
Koreamoku? I never referred to Keamoku as Koreamoku.
I'm a chubby Japanese guy, so I can pass for Korean.
Okay, and the chubby Japanese guy, the supposed comedian Chad Wago in the house.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Wearing a San Jose State shirt. Because
I got it. It was on top of the laundry pile.
Oh, okay, that sounds more accurate. You're in Hawaii, and that's like kind of like a rival. You're not supposed to wear a San Jose State shirt.
It was clean.
All right. Well, I guess we'll accept. Oh, you got a Club 939 hat on, so we'll accept it.
Because it's Hawaii's premier gentleman's club.
And we have special guests in-house at the studio at Hawaiian Brian's. Very special guest. I'm glad we have him on episode 90 because that's he rounds it out. 90. It's not like like 87, 90.
That's the number I was looking for. 87.
Oh, Augie T is in the house.
What's going on? Right on. Thanks for having me. This is cool, guys. You know, came in, had some church, so I feel like, I'm ready to go. Centered, very centered.
Focus,
yeah,
spiritual.
focus, ready, yeah.
Yeah, and then you got the chubby Japanese guy.
Correct.
With the San Jose State shirt.
Nice button up.
Yeah.
And then James is wearing his traditional big boy shirt, right?
Every shirt I wear is
big boy shirt.
a big boy shirt.
Yeah.
It'll be sweaty in a few minutes, though. It's cool in here, but I just have a thing where I just keep sweating. I don't know what's my problem. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys have any questions, email us at guyswithissues@gmail.com. Once again, vote. Please vote for us. We actually want to win.
Right. Vote for these guys.
Yeah, because we're trying to build up and trying to develop the scene, the underground comedy scene here. Like, Augie, you're part of a scene. We see you as, I do, I don't know about, I don't want to just jump in and speak for you guys, but I see you as the king of comedy here in Hawaii.
No.
I know you're a very humble guy, because this is the way you brought up, humble beginnings.
It started underground too. People don't realize, like, some 20, maybe 23 years ago, I just walk up on like different stages and say, hey, I did that last night. I haven't done that for like, ages. That's because, I had like, 3 shots and
that's the secret.
You never ever see me,
right,
drinking. So, last night we went at Imua Lounge and I kind of, it almost felt good just getting on stage and like bombing to the, like just eating doodle all night. Because you're not expecting that, right? And you just kind of go up, but I think that's the beauty of, stand-up comedy is like, that's how, that's how most guys, started, just kind of having the cojones to get up on stage. Can I be myself and like, I gotta watch because, for a long time I've been known as the clean comic.
Right,
but if you know me personally, I'm a jackass. So, you know what I mean? It's cool that, we can. Is it okay to like just be myself?
Be yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect.
Whatever shit you want to get out.
Oh, that felt good.
Yeah.
You said that. No. So like, it was cool to do that last night. But what you guys are doing is awesome. I try to keep up. With what's going on like in the comedy scene. That's why I asked James because I have a couple weeks off because the wife is gone.
You hear that, people?
From what I understand, I thought I comedy like every night. So
Right.
From what I understand.
There was a time, I think last year, where there was every night, but
we had like 6 nights a week.
Yeah, but then
see?
people move away. That's the hard part. With the people move away to the mainland,
right?
And then they were running a room, but even though it was 6 rooms, not all 6 rooms were good. So
yeah, I ran a couple of the not very good ones.
It was like the comic and his 2 friends, and then the staff at that bar.
So see, people don't realize that that's how it all started with me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was never ever like it took years. I tell people I started making money maybe 10 years ago, honestly.
Oh really?
10 years ago. That's when like, I just kind of went, oh man, this is a business. no, people, honestly, you know what I mean? And prior to that, I'd walk into like, bars in Kalihi. Of course, I was, Andy's opening act for a long time. I went on the road with, Capenna. I went on the road with bands.
Really?
Yeah, so that, introduced me to a lot of, especially with Capenna. We went all over the South Pacific. So you can imagine, we're in Samoa, right? And nobody know who Augie T is, and I got to come out and do 5 minutes. You see, and that was a cool part. Because
I'd be too scared to do it, and I'm Samoan.
No, see that. Nobody knew who I was, so who cares? You know what I mean? So, like, learning how to eat shit was good back in those days because they came to see Capenna, not Augie. But, if you can win them over with 1 or 2 jokes, it's done.
It makes a lot of sense. A friend of mine that used to write for Honolulu magazine, when Bill Cosby came down, so she asked me if I could ask him a question, what would it be? I was like, wow, that's so cool that you would ask me. And then, how would you get the scene started? And so she asked him. He said, you get a bunch of guys, and then you get a band, and you team up with the band. Because even if the comedians don't do well, the band, a lot of people can't come to see the band anyway. So you get your chops in, you work material, you learn how to eat shit, and then you improve, and then the band is there to close it up.
Yeah, comedy music always works. That's why I always have like a band, some acoustic set, only because there's a lot of people that come to listen to music, and if you can incorporate and make it something cool, then
Your brother does.
Yeah, my brother does all the for the last 2 years he's played
really
music.
good too.
Yeah, play music and it works perfect.
So do you say that he rides off your coaches or you ride off? Do you guys have like sibling rivalry? Like,
nah.
Was it me? Yeah, it was me. Was me?
People. The thing is, I still enjoy doing comedy. So like, there's I'm thinking, my brother, he. When you have family members that work for you, you don't have to pay them. Okay, so
I'll buy you a plate.
Right. If you ever come to my comedy shows, all my family, my brother, does all my management, and then at the end, you have my other brothers doing music. You get Guy. It's the same like you guys. What you guys doing? You know what I mean? And it works. The thing is working. Why
the love for what you're doing is there. That's what it is. Because I know. And thank you. I was blessed to be able to be on your TV show, and just like I'll do my part, and then I'll step back and watch you guys work. I'm like, man, there's so much work that goes on.
Shut up.
No, there is.
Bro.
But there is.
The thing is that we never write nothing down. I go, it's in my head. I go, okay, if we can all, and that's the cool thing about, just. Honestly, I'm blessed only because people give me money for go ahead, go figure out something and go do them. I mean, how many guys get that? So when Heineken or any sponsors come up to me and goes, hey, just go put on one 24-week show. And believe me, I'm not ready for it. So I'm gonna take the most. Sometimes stuff work and sometimes not sometimes it works. But like you said, you're watching. But the thing is, there's no process to it, honestly. I mean, I like to tell you guys that, we have, we have writers meetings, and at one time I wanted to do that only because, I thought maybe we can, but the way we work and budget.
You look at the budget like, wait, we cannot meet because it costs money.
That's right, it costs money over here, and we can we get some makeup? No, we gotta get,
Yeah, I was watching you guys apply your own makeup, and I was like, wow, these guys know how to put a lipstick on, man.
And that's why, any local, person that, put their head and their neck on the line and do a TV show, good or bad, and it takes a lot of work. So, I applaud them, even if the TV show sucks, like mine. You know what I mean? The thing is, for me, it always is about relevancy. You know what I mean? You got to keep your, in Hawaii, people say, if you're too saturated, people are going to stop, coming. Dude, I've been in this for 23 years. Wow. The key for me, and I always tell people, is to stay relevant, right? But you gotta, because when football team loses, the UH football team, when they're winning, everybody's there. As soon as they stop, they lose, they stop going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's the same way with Hawaii. If you stop doing things, you stop doing this. People gonna forget that this thing ever exists. So the thing is, you gotta pound away, and you gotta keep doing it until you guys decide that it's done. You know what I mean? And I always tell people, that's when it's gonna be over for me. When I decide it's done. Other than that, sorry, you're gonna see me weekly on TV. You're gonna hear me on radio every day. I'm gonna write. Yeah. Because you have to stay relevant. You have to stay relevant. When I start dressing up in wigs and a muumuu, then I quit. And I gotta honestly, when I gotta I do it for the comedy, the TV show. But if I gotta do this for get people to write a cat, I'm done. I'm done, bro. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, no, I'm done.
Well, the cool thing too is you've been doing, like you said, for 23 years, so you have core audience. But because you stay relevant, you have younger audience, newer audience coming up, and they go, oh yeah, he has the TV show. Because the people who are saying that they see me on the TV show,
right,
were younger than high school, so it's like they see it. Then they go, oh, who is this guy? And
Right,
then
right,
they're gonna
right.
hear, oh, he does the radio.
Mhm.
Then they're gonna see your other. Then they go, oh, he does a show. August 22nd, you got a show coming up, right?
Yeah,
At
It's
Blaze
a concert on, yeah, and I'm stressing because, you know, I still gotta write 20 more minutes of material. So, like, you know, going on stage and eating dick last night wasn't a good feeling, but at the same time, you know, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? You gotta
See what works and what doesn't.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Well, what's good is there's still because you write. I know other local comics that don't write, and they know that they have a hard time because they don't write.
Right.
So
I don't write. I come up with ideas. I jot them down,
Yeah.
and then I spit them out.
Yeah, I totally, because that's where I'm evolving to.
Right.
It was like when I first started, it was write every word out.
Yeah.
But then when I go up and then Jay Phillips, the comedian from DC, told me when he seen me, he goes, "You look like a guy that's working." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You go up there and you're just reading a script.
Right.
I don't know who you are. When you were in the green room talking star, oh, you were funny.
Yeah, yeah.
You go up on stage, you're like a robot." So I was like, oh, then it hit me. It's like you said, the idea of the joke, you know what part is the punchline or what's going to hit. So you just talk about it and you get there.
That's a secret. I mean, if you know, you don't have to go to I mean, some people do, and I just think if you can have a great conversation with your friends and you're making them laugh, you know, in a cool conversation like this, that's how you should be on stage.
Yeah.
That's how relaxed and poised you should be on stage, because people are looking, you know, like, is this guy my friend? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
you know, I forgot how much I get. And I had to bring up facts and stuff. And I'm tired today. I ate so much crab prior to coming here. I'm hanging. I didn't drink all night last night. Okay, so people love. I can't even get the word out of my mouth.
Stories,
Okay.
punchline?
No. When you walk on stage, first impressions.
Oh, okay, first
Okay,
impressions.
so if you're not there, one of the things that I learned from Don Ho, if you guys ever went to a Don Ho show, Don Ho meets everybody prior to the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So before you go see Don and, you know, he would sit out there in front and talk to every person that walked in line, because he told me, you want to be their friend. You know what I mean? Because, you know, a lot of times I get it, because I did it at one time. You know, you hide behind stage, you don't interact with anybody. If they come to see you, or they heard about you, you know. So then when you get on stage,
Who is that?
yeah, exactly. So I try to be their friends prior to that. You know, even when I did the first time I did the Blaze Arena, I think Tom Moffat was tripping out. He's like, you know, the first guy I see is outside prior to the show, like minutes before I go on stage. Well, I'm just rapping with everybody, because I want to make sure that they know that, you know, I'm just like you know, just got a little lucky. That's it. You know, I just got a little lucky, and I appreciate you coming, man. I still get that feeling, you know, when you see people walk in and they're paying $10 to hear your stupid ass, you're just kind of like, wow, this is good stuff. So, you know what I mean? I try to work hard to, like, really take care of that. You know what I mean? So you gotta keep doing what you're doing. You can't stop.
The likability factor for you is huge. Everybody can relate. We all have.
Not at one time, bro. I heard it from every single corporate guy. You won't be able to reach Hawaii Kai. You won't be able to talk to Japanese people. I heard it all.
Wow.
That's why it's so funny. Like, for me, that's early on in my career, that was my motivation. How do I touch everybody? You know, and
Sorry.
I worked.
My mind went dirty.
No, that's good. That's good. I'm touching you. I'm actually touching you right now. It's so comfortable. You guys never know this long arm. No, but like, and that used to like really rev me up, you know, because like, you know, I grew up in public housing, so I used to hear people go, well, you know, you only can do public housing jokes. True, because I'm a comic. I'm not, you know, I'm not into like teasing anybody. So like in my brain, I talk about things that I grew up around, and the people always ask me, how come you don't do Japanese jokes? Because I never have Japanese friends. And I'm pretty sure if I had Japanese friends, I would have a lot of Japanese jokes. Right. Unfortunately, I grew up with big Samoan guys like you know, housing people, local guys, you know, and a very dysfunctional family. So when the thing started to build, even I had like program directors, bro, of like radio shows. They go, well, you know, we want to hire you, but you're too local.
Ugh.
You know, and I grew up in a house, so there's a side of me like, where's the rock so I can beat him right at your head? Or like, but that gave me
Wow.
fuel to like really like work hard. Not at like pleasing, the guys on the east side, because apparently at one time I couldn't, or Haole people, Japanese people. It really fueled me to like be likable, really work hard at being a guy that you don't have to worry about. Because we are stereotyped over here.
Yeah.
No matter what, I don't care what anybody says. We're very racist. We're very racist people.
I agree. I agree.
You just like, real hidden racism. You know what I mean? But like,
If you listen to past episodes, we talk about Japanese and Asians all the time. We talk about Hawaiians, Samoans.
Right.
So yeah, that's just part of the way we grew up.
correct. So
Plantation.
that's right. We sit around and we tease each other, and so I just wanted to be the likable guy that I'm not putting fear. And I see a howling, because it's so easy. You watch black comics, man. Yo, why are you teasing a white guy in the front?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah, I could easily do that with any howling person and stuff like that. But they're already intimidated already.
Yeah.
And they walk in, oh no, I won't be able to understand what he's saying. I hope he doesn't pick on me. I can't stuff like that. And I realize, oh man, he's a cutie pie. And as I'm getting older, I'm getting a little angrier. So I'm not that,
Hey, that's gonna be good though, because you
Little
get that
bit.
ranting part.
little bit. It's hard. The last 10 years, like I said, 20-something years, but the last 10 years, making money, I've had to like kind of grow the whole thing, and
Yeah, everybody
so
likes
you
to
get
see
really
the-
hacky.
Everybody likes to everybody likes to see
no.
the evolution, and
No, there's no evolution.
I like I
Pure hackiness that's making money. I like it, dude. People, the thing is, it works. You know what I mean? For me, it's like, if you're coming to watch the show, I'm gonna make you laugh.
Right.
I'm not gonna try to educate you. I don't want to educate you. I just want to make you laugh. You know what I mean? If it has, if I gotta be hacky, sorry. That's how it is. That's
the business side.
correct. Well, not only the business side, but that's who I am. You know what I mean? I look at things as a simple local guy.
Just
And it
make sure
works.
everyone has a good time.
Yeah, and it works. You know what I mean? When you're driving in your car and you see a couple of ice addicts by Marites, groping each other, how are you gonna present that?
Right.
Exactly the way you see it. You know what I mean? Like, how's this brother? You know what I mean? He getting some action over here. No wonder you like being homeless. If the homeless can get that much action, oh man.
I live indoors. I make good money. I don't get that action.
Yeah, see? There's a lot. I was cracking up. I'm like, how do I present that as a local comic? I got to be the local guy. Oh, that brother gets so much action. More action than me. So it's easy to be that. You know what I mean? The problem for me is that as I'm getting older, my kids are getting, they're getting older. They're all adults. And, I get, at the dinner time, at the dinner table, I get like, you always have to pull something out of your ass. So, and they, I'm growing. So I'm just kind of trying to find that middle ground and still stay clean, still stay relevant, and because people will come to the show, and I'm pretty sure you guys got this. They will come to the show and they go, "How come you never do that bit?" And I get that a lot. How come you're not doing this bit? I'm tired of doing it already.
They want to see the greatest
Correct.
hits.
They want to see Samoan Santa Claus. They want to see the ice addict on the bike. So you cannot run away from that, because that's who we are. We love to keep things, and look at people still love rap. Look at he died. Can you imagine, dude? If I love rap to death, one of my idols, but this guy is immortalized. People love this guy. He took drugs up the ass. You know what I mean? All of our big entertainers all use drugs heavily. And we idolize them.
Well, just like Marilyn Monroe, all the women that idolize her,
Right.
her quotes. She fooled around and she posed naked, and she died overdosed, right? When she died.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But, you know, she wasn't a saint, so and all these people are like, oh, we look at this person, we love them, we wish we were them. And then they're not, like you say, with rap and drugs.
Can you imagine if I was taking heroin right now and snorting cocaine and going on the stage weekly? This place would be empty. Back in the day, 20-something, just 20 years ago, these guys were like selling out weekly, making like, from what I understand, like 12 grand a night.
Wow.
You know, doing comedy high, like falling off the stage.
Wow.
You know, but people came and people love them, and we love here. I think Hawaii, we love living in the past. You know, I remember like. I think you can go online and watch like some of my early interviews because I was compared to like Andy and rap, and I was like, no, I'm not them.
They always
I
ask.
housing.
Yeah.
I grew up in housing. My name is Augie, you know, and you know I appreciate that, but at the same time, when you trying to grow and you trying to build yourself, you gotta almost separate yourself from all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why like you know. Writing is important, and you know, defining who you are, especially here in Hawaii because it's so small. If you catch on, man, look at that. You know, I used to get so jealous of Bulaia because me and Bulaia came about the same time.
Right.
You know, and I've been told the story. Like, you know, I'm like, how does this guy become so popular using other people's words? Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm on stage weekly at Boomers in Unlimits to like 5 or 6 people. And I'm working, I'm trying to be funny, and I'm watching TV, and I'm watching this guy on TV, like, you know, doing stuff that, you know, we do every single day, and, you know, taking lines from, you know, old comics from the past, and killing it, making all kind of money. I used to be like, man, this sucks.
Yeah, stuff that you hear your old uncles or them talk about,
right?
Which is, like you say, hacky stuff that they've been saying for years, like,
right.
Squidwater and all that stuff. How come when he says it, he's making money?
Killing it, yeah. Oh, believe me, I was doing radio at that time, and you know, people used to call and think I was Bulaia.
Oh,
I can speak to Boo. Oh, you know work over here. Because we came up about the same time. Of course, you know, I came up with you know, Hawaiian Ryan and you know Paul Gata, Kento. And I think we only had like really local comics, maybe 7 strong. So and we all like, you know, had like, we weren't the same, and everybody was like different, had their own thing going. And
well, Paul is now California, and
right,
he's traveling over to China a lot, and Kento I think just recently moved to Vegas, so he has something going on in Vegas. It's awesome to see, you know, like, oh, I know those guys, or like, 'cause even like Kermit up here, who's up in Washington. So it's pretty, I think Jonah Ray, I didn't know was from Kailua, so I was like, oh, you know, there are a lot of funny people from Hawaii, and they're all of you guys are all different.
Yeah.
You know, so like that shows the diversity of the comedy scene here. Like when we used to do Chinatown a lot, we would be there, and it wouldn't be like huge show, but it would be like 20 people for us. Like, oh, it's 20 people.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you get like maybe this group over here is from New York. This group is from Kalihi. This group is from Hawaiian. You know, so it's like you got to find the middle ground for all of them.
Yeah.
So like when you get like guys from the mainland come here that only do, maybe like a black guy just only does black jokes, or a white guy who does only jokes that Jewish people will get. The audience doesn't get it because it doesn't
speak to them.
Yeah.
Right.
So like that's why for here. For them to say that you wouldn't hit at a certain, you know, in the East Honolulu, it's stupid. They don't know, and because they never. I get mad at them. People say, "Oh, you won't do well because these people like."
Yeah.
Have you done comedy?
Yeah.
Have you, you know? Do you know when I get up on stage, I look in the audience and say, "Okay, I got to be a certain type today because this is what's in this audience."
Right.
So to get for all those people, the producers or whatever, to say that, I get irritated.
I did a lot, man. A lot. You know, I always tell people, you know, I'm not a radio guy. So, like, these guys, you know, oh, we want you to come and do a radio show because we need to attract a local audience. Oh, yeah. How much you pay me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you right now, honestly, I'm like the luckiest guy in the world. Because, you know, I'm the same guy that grew up in, I got a little bit better business sense, after failing so many times. Dude, I can tell you, my first DVD, sold like almost 60,000 copies. Go do the math on that. Yeah, it was nice, but like I got ripped off too, because I wasn't a smart guy that took care, didn't cross my T's and dot my I's. I never do that, because I was like every local guy. Oh, sorry, I can make plenty of money. Oh yeah. Especially at the time when you saw, I saw Buddha was making money.
Right.
A whole bunch of I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. And then you realize, people just they take advantage of you if you don't really work on your product and really do the homework. So it took a while, and been very lucky that I can still be Augie and still do some cool things.
Do you like run into I guess friends from back in the days, and do they like try to, hey, hook me up or help me out?
Well, a lot of I get plenty of police friends, so a lot of them tell me, oh, dude, you should see how much guys drop your name when we pick them up at the, the Dude, I go, for real? He goes, dude, every time. Hey, you know Augie? What about Augie? I get that a lot.
That's the kind of famous I want to be.
It's classic. Classic.
I'm gonna use that when I don't really get into much trouble, but next time I do, Augie, I know Augie.
It'll work, right?
Oh,
yeah, it'll work. It's just fun stories. Like, I think my brother got away like 2 speeding tickets because he used me as an excuse. He said, "Oh, I gotta meet my brother because he almost."
That's so
sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I'm running late, and my brother still started like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the cop friends call me and, dude, your brother speeding down the fucking road.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's the kind of famous I want to get. I want to get to that kind of level where people can use my name. And, well, maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. But just the fact that they use my name, that'd be great. I'm cool with that. They're thinking of me.
I'll make sure to mention you next time.
Yeah, that's right. Just start using that. Everybody listening to this podcast, just kind of like,
James
hey,
Money.
James Money? James Money. Yeah? Oh, no, I just wanted to know if you know James Money. That's okay if just tell everybody, just shout out your name.
There's a grassroots style of getting famous there.
That's right.
Start through the HPD and then
Right.
I guess it'll work our way through the prisons.
Just make shirts. James Money. Just give shirts away. James Money.
But they'll only be sold in 7X.
Yeah,
There'll be no small and no medium.
Filipino guys, wearing lingerie walking around town.
Is that a shower curtain he has on? Oh, what are some of the famous comedians that the main maybe like Ray Romano or
I have the best advice from Ray. People I never really aspire to go national. Honestly, only because.
Well, you do go to Vegas.
I do a lot of West Coast, a lot of East Coast stuff, but never ever aspire to go national. Only because at that time, I was a young parent and I had to take care of my family, and I have no regrets, but I know if given the opportunity, man, I would have loved to go on tour and, hit the road and eat shit weekly, to just get my chops, learn my chops. Because, I remember, Paul and I sitting in the Honolulu Comedy Club way back when. And I told him, dude, you should dig, bro. This is when I think he was studying to be a lawyer at the University of Hawaii. I said, dude, you should dig because there's nobody doing what you do. And then not even 5 years after, 10 years after, boom, all these Asian comics doing almost the exact same kind of jokes. And I'm look, bro, see that? Look at that boat went. Because, if there's anybody that, and he's doing it right now, he's killing it. And I always knew, when we were all coming up, that if there's anybody that can make it, on the mainland, it would be, Kento. But Kento is from Buffalo. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
So Kento and Paul, I just enjoyed doing what I did. And then I remember, I got divorced. Prior to getting remarried, I I went and saw Ray Romano at the Blaze That concert, and Tom Moffitt got me in a couple minutes just to talk story. And he told me, why you like go on the road? Why? You know, when you have an audience here and you take care of them, you write, you really work on your craft. See, you don't like going weekly to rooms that fill 8, maybe 10, and then you got to sell your DVDs or your CDs to make money for dinner, you know?
The merch.
Yeah, you know, and going town to town, and it's like, I never thought about it that way. You know, I was like, and then, you know, he became an overnight sensation because he went on Letterman, and then Letterman's team wrote him that whole, you know, gave him that opportunity to do, Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah,
so, shoot, you know, that would have been cool at a different time, but like, you know, I just kind of not settled, but like I said, you know what, I'm going to do business here well and really work on a craft and, you know, surround myself with people who like hang and, you know, do good things. So that's, you know, that's how the whole thing evolved, honestly.
Oh, that's awesome. From Ray Romano.
Yeah, that was a nice 15-minute conversation backstage.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Well, you know, honestly, you are doing good, and I personally get what you're talking about because I'm taking care of my 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
I can't go to them. I mean, we are attached at the hip. I know you and your daughter are attached at the hip. It's hard for me to go and try.
But me and Chad not.
But you can be.
Me and Rocco, we not. we might win a same-sex marriage award.
But it is tough to leave them.
Sure.
You know, and then so it's like, if I was to go on the road, I can't. I don't think. You know, maybe my daughter would have a hard time, but I would definitely have a hard time. Like,
Right.
You know, she's at home and she's growing up, and here I am, sleeping at the Motel 8 or whatever. Like you said, performing in Tennessee for 8 people that hate me. You know, and then go on to the next show. So I can't see myself. My roots are planted in Hawaii. So that's why, you know, with Mars Comedy, that's what we're trying to do. Is like, you know, let's build the scene here so that other people like us don't have to go away.
Sure.
You know, but unfortunately, I think the hard part is people still are going away. You know, like, I know we got like a couple that are really funny or started to get really good, and then they moved on because a lot of them would go back home or decide, let me go try this in California. Or so that's tough about Hawaii, is that we're on this island. It's not like somebody from Maui can just drive over to watch a show.
Right.
So we're playing for the same audience in this little closet. And it's tough when people leave because then, now we got to find new people to try to fill that spot.
That's hard work, man. Try doing that weekly just to make money. You gotta have like, you know, a nice benefits from your mom and dad who passed away. he had some cash in your pocket, or you know, to like try to even survive weekly. So you know what I mean? That's why you gotta love the guys doing it. Like, the road comics are like some of the best comics on the planet. You know what I mean? There's so much funnier guys. You know, the mainstream guys, the ones that you see. That now, you know, when I go to the mainland, I sit in comedy clubs, honestly, and sometimes 6 hours. I just sit there, bro, and I just absorb, because we cannot get that here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that you know, these guys doing it weekly, bro, and doing the sets and hoping to get seen.
Right.
You know, they go to LA hoping to get like that one big break, but these, you know, there's like you know, the fish tank is full, bro. We guys, you know, just waiting for the opportunity. And you know, so like, you know, the things that we do in here that's successful, you know, take it as a blessing, because it's good stuff, man. Cannot go wrong.
And I like with the podcasting thing too, for us, is that we can reach people in the mainland, we can reach people in other countries.
Right.
Our biggest fan is from Germany, so it's like,
oh, right on. You guys won the soccer today.
Yes, World Cup. Well, it didn't help me any, but
the guy's not even German.
Yeah,
for real. He's just stationed in Germany. What's up, brother?
Hey, but it makes me sound more international when I say our biggest fan is from Germany. And we sound legit when you say it like that.
Whatever happened to our Sri Lankan fan?
Never emailed back.
Oh, okay.
We have somebody who listens to our show from Sri Lanka, but never emails us.
Cool.
No matter how much we ask them, hey, we know you're out there. We know you're listening.
Right.
Send us an email. say hello. We like to know you.
Yeah, no, that's why this thing is powerful. And what you guys doing is awesome, man. You know.
Well, going back to the business stuff,
Mm.
when you put together the Nali of comedy,
Yeah.
that is like, see, young people see it, they're like, oh, it's a bunch of comedians.
Mm.
This, my generation, I know these guys, these are all like guys that I've never seen work together.
Right.
And these are all like high level guys. These
Right.
aren't guys that like where we're at now.
Mhm.
These are high level guys, and you got them all together to perform. That is huge. I mean, how
But it
long?
had to take almost 30 years because, you know, these guys were competing for that same dollar.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Right.
The cool thing is that they all had their own, you know, act.
Right.
So, like, if you go see Frank on Friday, you can go see Andy on Saturday and see something different.
Right.
But the thing is, they're all fighting for that dollar. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it took a while, you know. But then, you know, with comedy and the comedy scene right now, I always feel like, you know, there's got to be a gimmick. You know, so I did, you know, the Portuguese Kings of Comedy with Frank.
Yeah.
And out of all of them, Frank would be the hardest one to, like, you know, convince to do the show. That was,
Really?
yeah. Everybody else was like, yeah, let's do it. There's a camaraderie because, you know, when I was first coming up, I was these guys opening act, except Mel Kabang.
Mhm.
Only because, you know, the type of comedy I chose to do, the clean comedy. But,
Mhm.
you know, Mel was the only one, but I was Booga Booga's opening act for like a year. You know, and I remember like taking me on the road, paying me $20, right? And then, you know, you're on stage and you're only supposed to kill 10 minutes, and they're drinking, and I can see them drinking. You know, like, I don't have nothing else to say. Keep going. Come on. Keep going. I'm dying. I'm like dying. Keep going, Augie. Keep going.
So you got thrown to the wolves. then.
Early. And then we do places like Oasis, you know, where the storage place stay up in Kaimoki. You know,
Yeah.
used to have a club called Oasis. And when James Graham Benton left the group, they made me a member of Booga Booga. So I was like the last member that nobody knew about. And I had to pay James Graham Benton 15% of what we make, you know, every night. And we played for like 8 people. And he would come, sit backstage, and collect his $8. No, I promise. He would sit there. He goes, "How much you owe me, boy?" I'm like, dude, only me like $20, you know.
Wow.
But he did that because he wanted, according to him, he wanted me to really learn what business is all about. When you sign something and you're gonna do something, you gotta pay. Dude, like, can you imagine? It's Booga Booga, you know, Friday night. You know, you just saw Macan-san's pack an early show, and then everybody walk out.
Yeah.
And 4 ladies, right? And the place is dark, and guys shooting, you know, throwing dots. There's a Hawaiian flag on this stone wall as the backstage, and then Ed Kahaya is facing his back to the audience, saying, "This is where his life has come to." Performing 8 o'clock at night on a Friday night. We're supposed to be packing. There's 4 Filipino ladies sitting in the front row. When did they move the body? that's how quiet the place. when did they move the body? I was like, and then he would go on a like 10-minute rant and then introduce me. And then I had to kill like 10 minutes in front, you know. Oh God! Just, you know, so basically, I kind of like, you guys owe me now. No, you know, they saw the success of, you know, the Portuguese Kings of Comedy, and I was getting calls from Andy and you know, Mel. Hey, let's go do that. And I said, how about we just, if I can get sponsorship, how about we just put together one? Because they did one. Called Lolo Noko Oi a long time ago. At the Sheraton Hotel. It was me, Lanai, the brothers, and Booga Booga, I think. Yeah. And Mel Kabang. But it wasn't really, you know,
not the size.
The guys. No, it wasn't really the guys. The guys that did it.
Yeah.
And, you know, even back then, I'm like, oh, no, it's not really. It's so sold out. The thing sold out packed. We did them in a round. It was packed. But, like, Frank never liked doing because he had, he was afraid that Mel would say something, off color. And then some other guys never liked some of the people that was working at the show, so they decided not to do it. So, putting the thing together was kind of cool because, basically, they saw the success of what Frank and, like I said, all I had to do was convince Frank.
Everybody else was already.
Come on, bro. Come on, Frank.
Everybody was pretty much in
it was
line
on
there.
board, yeah, and then everything got off all in place was cool because all I had to do was do 20 minutes. You know what I mean? I said, do 20 minutes of your vintage funny stuff, and we'll kill it every island. And sure enough, that's what happened. Even on the West Coast, we'd walk in and place be packed. It's a nice feeling to see these guys. For me, it was surreal because I opened for them for a long time and was the guys that I grew up mimicking. So it was nice to hang out and then put the thing together. So
what the best part for me was the behind the scenes stuff, the traveling, airplane, you guys making fun of each other or making fun of whatever was around.
If I could tell you how bad it was, you guys would be like, we couldn't put that on because Frank was supposed to be a priest.
Supposed to?
Yeah. Well, he says that he got he took a break and then he decided he wasn't gonna do it. But the stuff that went on, the beefing, they had beefs. Guy was our driver. Guys over here sitting on the couch, but I was really you went on too long.
Oh, really?
These guys, you went on too long.
Wow.
Yeah, and it have arguments.
Wow. Well, I guess you guys are human.
Long roads of just quiet.
That's when it's really bad.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. It's being around them. Can I film this spot? No, don't film this spot. Classic stuff.
Jeez.
I'll probably release that when they all die, but honestly, because we get choke footage.
You're holding on to that then.
Oh yeah, of course.
Jeez. Well, in our scene, what's going on is we have. It's weird because there is some competition going, but nobody wants to mention it. So we kind of, hey, how's it going? But then, when you walk up to somebody that you're friends with,
right?
But then now you're competing against. It's not like before. Hey, how's it? Hey, how's it going?
A little bit different.
Yeah, a little awkward. So this.
The thing is, about a proof gonna be always in the pudding, as they say. You know what I mean? And I've always had this, chase the dream and not the competition.
Yeah. Look forward.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Forward.
Because I think I had a little bit of that only because the guys that I looked up to made it difficult. So early on when I used to sell out shows in Hilo, sell out 3 shows pack, 400 seat rooms in Hilo. I get calls on Frank, bro, that's disrespectful. And you're doing shows the same night I'm doing shows. I've been doing shows for 20 years. And we've of course, fixed mended the whole thing up. And my whole thing was bro, you had your turn. And I used to go above them, right? And then I'm like, if people gonna play that way. So I did that game a while too. You know what I mean? I had guys around me that I thought were my friends, and and then not thinking that they all have hidden desires to be the man, and that's cool. You know what I mean? I give you the blessing, you can do that, but you gotta be up and up with me because there's still a business. You know what I mean? I still gotta put people in the seat so I can feed my family.
Yeah.
So when I used to, and it's odd because we live in Hawaii, right? So I had a group of guys, if you follow me, that always went on tour with me. Always, they were part of, a lot of my shows, and a lot of them, I would tell them we have weekly meetings. I go, you guys sure I'd be headliners? Because I'm starting to get that feeling. So if you want to be a headliner, go do them, but don't go in places that I perform in, or don't go after the guys they're going to give you money because they're giving me money. And when that started to happen, then it gets awkward. Dude, you want to go kill it, go kill it. I don't feel like I gave something to your career, but because you're gonna shape your own career. You know what I mean?
Right.
and that's the God's honest truth is that I never rode on anybody's coattail because I just enjoy doing what I do. So I understood the thinking, you know what I mean? But it got weird because the guys that I was competing with was guys who I look up to and like, you know, like, wait, hold on. So I kind of did that in the beginning because, you know, so I would surround myself with guys who I thought was solid.
Right.
You know, not really being open with me. They just kind of, you know, that's what it is. You know what I mean? If you have a great show and the other guys have a great show, it just helps both shows. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? They, you know, it's just weird that how, you know, especially with comics, but we're so insecure too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
very insecure. The most insecure people in show business.
The thing is, I just wanted to hang with my friends. So when my friends started thinking that, oh man, they're the reason why the Blaisdell sell out, fuck them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you bust your ass.
Right.
You know, you go, you put your neck on the line to ask these people, you want to support me? You know what I mean? And then, you know, you get all this shit piled on you and like, bro, just be honest with me because I'm not trying to rip you off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know anybody going to pay you $1,200 to do 5 minutes of comedy. You know what I mean? Come on. You know? And then you going to tell everybody that you don't get paid? God, dude, come on. You know what I mean? You know, and I understand because when I was doing comedy, I never got paid. The only time I got paid was with Capenna, and I opened for Capenna. Everybody else, you know.
That's because Capenna was making good money.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Because the people was there to see them, and then you were
and
opening.
$50 for me was, you know, $50. You know, and you get a free trip. You get to see places like, you know, Tonga,
Right.
Fiji. You know, I ain't complaining.
Right.
You know, but I understand. You know what I mean? I kind of understand how stupid things can get.
Yeah.
So the competition, don't worry about them, bro. Just kind of, you know, do your thing, and you know, people can decide. You know, we still live in a society, especially with comedy. It's word of mouth. You know, you can do all the podcasts, but if you suck, it's like going to a bad restaurant. You know, local people, we go, we check them out, and they can say, well, how's the food? And in their face, we go, oh, this is so good, your food. And never, ever go back ever again. So, for me, I almost feel like very, you know, that people are still coming. And when they stop coming, then it's time for me, you know, hang up the gloves, as they say. You know what I mean? So, you guys just got to pound away, man. You know, that's okay. Good. I think it's good that there's some sort of competition because you gotta up your game. You know what I mean? You gotta up your game and, you know, show people that you have a better promotion. Show people that, you know, you work hard on your, you know, your act and, you know, you can. To me, man, it's always about numbers in the seats. That's all it is. It's just numbers in the seats.
Yeah, that's something that you always point out to me, and that's with Mars Comedy Club, which we do every Wednesday. That's what it's about. And you know, when I talk to Chad and Russell, it's like, you know, maybe we might not get all the comics. You know, the other guys, they might do a show where they have 16 comics, and it's like, exactly, they're like, all right.
I used to hate that, dude. I used to just, even now, when we started doing shows like that, you know, I was doing radio, and a lot of the guys that did radio with me wanted opening acts because, you know, the more people in front of you, the more, you know, the more higher you on the food chain.
Right.
And dude, so what? That means I gotta go home at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It's called Augie's Comedy Show, not Augie's Comedy Show and Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know, Augie, you know, this guy's good. We'll have these guys come on. I go, no. And then, you know, I had guys come on. I go, dude, you gotta do 5 minutes. Do 5. Because it's not like I was being a dick, but I wanted to go home, honestly.
Right.
Like 10 o'clock, I go home. I don't like watch you for 10 minutes rant about shit. Let me rant. I can rant.
And especially if you get 10, 12 guys.
I've always had that challenge. Like, so when people used to tell me, Augie, can I'm like, oh man, I gotta kind of like you. You know, because no, honestly, because
kind of like you.
Yeah, like 10, 15. We used to have runs like, you know, 8, 9 comics, and premise after premise. You know,
Failed
especially when-
punchline
dude,
after failed punchline.
You know, when you gotta work the next morning, like, bro, I gotta go home. You know, so like at one point, like at Blue Moon, I went on first. Give you the I went on first and did my whole like 40 minutes, and then left. And I said, now, see if people gonna stay. You know what I mean? Because, dude, that's how I feel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, let's cut it down to like 2, 3.
Yeah.
You know, and that's good. I'm telling you, man, it's still going to be when people gonna come in. They're going, I like to see James Money. I like to see Chad. I like to see Russell. They're coming for one person. You know what I mean? Now, think about if you guys got like a solid team of, you know, that's why, you know, what you guys doing with bringing, you know, Steinhope and, you know, that's badass. These guys that I look up to, I love listening to and watching. That's what you got to do. You got to make it unique and different, you know, because that's why I thought I had a lot of comedy, because on my Facebook page, it get shows every night. I'm like, oh, cool. I told James, I'm like, oh, next week I'm going to be out. I can go on every night and just, I don't want to go on. What I want to do is I want to feed off you guys' energy, meaning, you know, I want to feel the excitement of getting up on stage, bombing, you know, because I can't do what you guys do now in Hawaii, because people just kind of like, they come in to pay $10 and they like see $10.
Yeah.
They don't like see me go up on stage and, you know, unannounced, or, you know, oh, yeah, Augie gonna be there and, you know, he's making a guest spot. And, oh, you know, then you gotta throw it on. I don't like to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I want to get that feeling of, you know, that's why last night was, you know, you asked Guy and Nelson. I just went on stage and I never like do them, but I just kind of did it and it worked out.
Well, it's good because I remember you telling me you want to see the new guys,
Yeah.
see what's going on, and like you say, when you feed off the energy, like this past Wednesday, there's a guy who started maybe 2 months ago, John
Yeah, that
Yavis.
started about 3 months ago.
But yeah, so we were here the first time he went up, Filipino guy, and he was kind of awkward, but wasn't really comedian. He holding on the wire, you know, he's talking and he's coiling the wire, and he's like super nervous. But this past Wednesday just destroyed the room for about 12 minutes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so it was like, wow, where did this guy come from?
Yeah.
You know, you knew he was funny, but then all of a sudden, I guess because he keeps performing here and other places and he's getting stage time. Wow, it was awesome to see. So I'm hoping he comes out this Wednesday. I'm not sure if he's going to.
I bought the funniest Filipino guy last night. He went on stage in like 3 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, and Nelson, the great comedian.
Nelson, the great comedian.
Yeah. He's right there.
I know Nelson.
I
know Nelson. Good looking guy.
Yeah.
But he's a comedian too.
Well, last night I helped him write his set, right? But he did the entire set in Filipino, like non-stop, and he only said 3 words that was English, and then he said thank you, and then walked off on stage. See, dude, everybody was in the back dying because at some point they thought he was joking, but I said no matter what, don't break, just keep talking Filipino,
Yeah,
do
that's
your act,
awesome.
dude. Then at some point everybody's like videotaping, going, he's not doing it in English. We can understand nothing you say. Oh, it's classic. It was at Imua Lounge. It was, you know, it was packed. Yeah, come you talking that way?
Oh, well, all the locals in
Oh,
there.
it's classic, and he killed. Oh, you know, in my eyes, and guys, and everybody else on there, he killed.
Oh, that's awesome. Maybe we got to see that one day.
Wednesday. You want to come Wednesday? Do you act? Okay.
That's awesome that he stayed in character because some guys would just break off and be like, no, I can't do this. But
no, he did. He broke. That was his first night doing stand-up, right? So he started taking out the mat because Nelson is really Nelson the great magician too.
Oh, great
Right.
magician.
Yeah. So he started pulling out his ropes. He started doing that's when it. He was like he couldn't turn it around, and then he did the joke again. Like one time, everybody was like, "Okay, finish." So I told him, "You got to go in. You got to stick them and then dig."
There you go. Hey, before we wrap up, I do want to mention your daughter's book.
Yeah.
If you don't mind plugging.
Thanks, man.
No, honestly, and I was telling Russell as I was driving down here, at the end of every show, we always mention, you know, we're tired of teenagers, committing suicide because of bullying. Something stupid as that. So maybe there's somebody that you pass, or somebody you know a little bit. Become a friend and tell them, hey, you matter. Hi, how are you? How was your day? Maybe just something that small.
No, my daughter is awesome, man. She's 14 years old, very inspiring. Thank God that one came out okay. Because the other ones, holy smoke. I thank them for my comedy, honestly. But my daughter, the rest of the kids, they inspire me for my comedy. My daughter, she inspires me to with hard work and not feeling, the hard things for my kids is that I'm their dad. You know what I mean? So the kids either get picked on because they think they get everything under the sun, they get money. So my daughter got bullied when she was 11 years old, and she didn't like the feeling. She came home, and luckily, my wife and I really make sure that we talk to our kids daily, just let them know how to, you can come to me and you can talk. And she's like, oh, this doesn't happen. I say, well, then let's go deal with it the right way. And we did, you know what I mean? And what happened was she was inspired, and she wrote a book. And Dwayne Carisu, the guy that owns part owner for the San Francisco Giants, he lived over here in Hawaii. He financed the book along with Donovan De La Cruz, Senator De La Cruz, and she wrote a book called "It's Okay to Be Different." It's about minor birds. You know how minor birds all look alike, and then one minor bird just kind of went, become friend with an owl, and then the rest of the minor birds are like, oh, yeah. And then just by being nice, she to become friends. And it's a great book because, it's for kids, kindergarten to 4th grade. And, it's just about giving and saying, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. You're different. And so she, she's doing that book. And then with that, we help her start the BRAVE Foundation. Means BRAVE stands for Be Respectful and Value Everyone. So in February, we're doing our first BRAVE Walk. So you guys, Mars Comedy should come walk, because look like you guys.
We could use
it. No, you guys look like you guys need to be sitting down more. You guys should have done a podcast. So we're gonna have set up a stage and that just gonna bring awareness, to kids, of all ages that it's cool. It's okay to be different and stuff. What's going on?
Is somebody playing music? Oh, that's me. I'm sorry.
I know. That's the end of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. The music is on, and it's time to say aloha.
The Oscars have spoken. But
so you can go to augiet.com, and the book is on sale right now for like $8. And when she's out there live, she sells it for $5 because she just wants to really hand it out to kids, and she goes to the school, she reads, and doing good stuff. Better than me.
If you go on to augiet.com and you scroll down, and you can see a picture of her holding her book, and you can there's a green Order Today button, so you can go ahead and click on that and then order.
She's making my life more busy, I can tell you that. She does all these volunteering, for different fundraisers and events and stuff like that. And these are the same guys the last 10 years that called me for kokua. And I tell them, oh, man, I'm going to be in Czechoslovakia that weekend. So now they know. So now they know. Hey, Augie, come to your event. Just ask his daughter.
Yeah.
Dude, no, for real. So I'm at, Make-A-Wish. Hey, Augie, can you go up and say a few words? Oh, I see how this works.
They don't even book you. They just wait till you show up.
No, that's what they do. They hire my daughter. And my wife are like, because I really wasn't a good dad to my older kids because I was busy working and doing 2 jobs. With my daughter, it's a little bit different. So, one of the things that I do as much as I can is attend everything she does.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You know what I mean? So, she does a lot about feed the homeless.
Oh,
and,
wow.
I don't like some of the homeless people, so it's hard. She does. She does Make-A-Wish. I need a wish once in a while. So I got over there bite my tongue, bro. Because,
you have these.
You look like you can work. Why is my daughter feeding you? Why is she feeding you? You look like you can work. We doing all this, diabetes. They got all these big guys walking. You know, you're gonna be missing that leg. Better get your scooter now.
She does. She's doing stuff for your heart and your soul. Right
Yeah,
there. So she's
yeah.
making you.
There's a balance.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I'm the kind of guy who's like, I don't care.
You're
You
old
know,
school.
that's
It's
why I
like-
know that I am definitely old school because
Yeah.
I can sense my dad coming on in my life. You know, honestly, man, I know I just gonna probably die right into the electrical cord or something. I'm not, I'm just, I'm trying to just.
Well, your dad is a funny guy too. See him on the show.
Yeah.
Your dad and your mom.
Well, you don't know he doing what he doing.
Yeah,
That's the
I
thing.
know. I was like,
think, oh, Augie's dad. He's a good actor. No,
Yeah.
he's not. He's
But
just senile.
it was funny because some of the sexual innuendos that they were talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if he really
You don't
knows
know.
what he's talking
You
about.
seen the one with the kind of this African Superman and the anal beads.
Yeah.
So, my mom and dad had no idea what that was. Right? So my mom was like hitting my dad on the back.
Yeah.
And at some point, my dad goes, "You gonna put this in your ass?" And I started laughing because that's what it's for. Right?
So he didn't know, but he just said that.
No, yeah. Because my mom was swinging him around. And
Yeah.
go, I don't know what he's doing. And my dad's like, "We don't put that in your ass." like all dads, what are you gonna do? Put him in your ass.
But because the dad looks like maybe a couple generations ahead of us, so it's like, why would he know what to do with that
dude,
thing? And it's
they don't-
hilarious.
I let them go. And the stuff that you guys saw, with with a bunch of, my dad gets kind of, he is really, he's a shy guy. So we film my mom and dad. It's just me and Gerard, and we let them go off because they don't know. They honestly don't know. My mom and dad both special ed, so. No, they are.
What's funny is your mom is super sweet.
Yeah.
And your dad's like, oh,
Super sweet and slow. That's perfect. You gotta love a super sweet, slow mom that you can manipulate. You know what I mean? And my dad is just super slow. So like, the apple never fall far from the tree. Believe me, education wasn't talked about in my house. It wasn't like, wasn't like, oh, you should go to college. My father's like, when you leaving? When you leaving, bro?
Just get out.
Yeah, just get out. Like how, it's like when I look at my mom and my dad, sometimes I get pissed off. Because, all my friends, they get inheritance. They get stuff. You know what I mean? And like, I look at my father's, family tree and I go, at what point? My great grandfather fuck up when my dad is the way he is.
What he did.
Yeah. Like, how come we can be like, you talk to your friends. Oh, I get land when I'm gonna get land. Oh, good. You get land. Good. Glad your dad damn did right.
Oh, that's
Is it-
fine.
is it-
No, because I'm on your site, so the
Yeah, I know.
the video comes on. But you're talking about education. your DVD, the most recent was No Child Left Behind.
Yeah.
Or I Was Left Behind.
That was 3 years ago I filmed that.
And then the next one is gonna be
So Dumb.
Dumb.
Yeah, that's right. So you should see by the end of the week, So Dumb 2014, either stickers or banners all over the island because, Outdoor Circle, if they're listening, you guys are asses, because, you know what I mean? They always call my brother like, oh, your brother putting up too much banners. You feeding my kids or what? If I asking somebody's house to let me put my banner on their fence, shut up, don't get mad.
Mhm.
You gotta take off your banner, it's, messing up the neighborhood. Shut up.
Well, look at all these politicians.
No, that's why. That's why. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna really exploit that because you see them on the freeway. So guess whose banner gonna go right next to, all the politicians? So Dumb 2014.
That's it. You should make it look like one of the politicians.
No, it does.
Oh,
we have where's the stickers now? So we have campaign stickers. If you go on the stuff, you'll see, I have political ads they're gonna run next week on how I have no solutions. And I get T-shirts. We have signs next week. We're gonna be holding sign. I'm gonna feed the homeless next week. If you're in the Olive Park area.
For real?
Yeah,
Or-
we're gonna go around. We'll give them sandwich, and I'm gonna have them all come out and wave signs for me as
They would wear, like, I've had a couple friends when I used to do Chinatown all the time, and we see the same homeless person. They go, "Oh, you got a shirt? I'll wear your shirt. You give me, $5."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
equivalent. They could have like so dumb 14.
No, I'm gonna make campaign sign. I'm gonna pay them,
sweet.
and they can just stand there.
Oh, we want to be part of this campaign team. The guys with issues with campaign. We're gonna go and endorse So Dumb 2014. And we're voting.
We're gonna form a pack.
Yeah,
Dude, already, like, there's some banners up already. I already have like some campaign managers that called me and said, "Oh, it's so disrespectful." So?
Did you see the name? It says
Yeah,
So Dumb.
So dumb because it's there. They're trying to put across their message, and then right next to I'm not gonna name the politician, but again, my banner. This is Augie T. So Dumb 2014.
So you're gonna be performing August 22nd at
The concert hall.
Concert. But you're gonna be at August 8th in Kauai, Aston Aloha Beach Hotel.
Yeah.
August 15th at the Mac McCoy Theater in Maui.
Yeah.
And then August 22nd at the Blaisdell Concert Hall.
And in Kona.
August 29th, Aloha Theater in Kona.
Yeah, we're gonna film this for my first concert movie, and hopefully, it'll be in consolidated, like maybe a month or two after the filming. So, it's what happened was we did Laugh for Relief with Rex Navarrete, and I've known Rex for like, a good 15 years. So we did this concert at the Blaisdell. We raised like over $40,000.
Wow.
So if you was at that show, thank you guys so much. This was my money. But they enjoyed the routine Heineken, and it's like, why don't you shoot that show? Since I kind of gave up on like putting stuff on film only because it's not making money.
Right.
So, they have to like really convince me to like, hey, why don't you go and film this? So if you enjoyed the Laugh for Relief, 40-minute bit that I did, you guys gonna see that definitely. And I'm like I said, man, I'm just pounding away and trying to get that 20 minutes, and hopefully it'll be all together by the 8th.
Well, I'm pretty sure because like you said, you see stuff and you observe, and then your mental mind creates the comedy. So there's a lot. The World Cup just happened. There's so many things going on.
There's
sure.
as you do it, for this long, doing it for like over 20-something years, and people gonna come there, they're gonna be ready to laugh.
Yeah. I know it'll be great.
It's gonna be good fun. You know what I mean? Maybe the 20 minutes don't work, but the 40 will.
And that's what you paid for. He said, "Oh, this is where the 20 starts."
I was like, "No, I gotta leave already."
40 minutes just ended. 20 minutes, I'm out.
He's gonna get his I know James Money T-shirt.
Hey, but go to augiet.com. You can friend him on Facebook. You have quite a bit actually, Augie T. And
yeah, well, one of them is like the Mason Union, and I never know like you can just create a fan page. I thought you had to make anyway. So yeah, there's a couple of them, and of course there's one that somebody else made.
Really?
Yeah.
A fake one?
A fake one.
Wow.
Yeah, get a fake one over there.
Well, somebody makes me a fake one one day.
Abusing. But I'm gonna have you guys come on my radio show, and I do the Paita from 10 to 3.
Oh, be glad to.
Yeah, it's a growing show. It's fun. They let me talk. Some radio shows they get 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Go ahead, introduce yourselves. I'm Chad, Russell, James. Thank you guys so much. Join us tomorrow, you guys.
And then don't forget to do this spot. It takes 15 seconds, so you get 5 seconds really.
Yeah. Come on, let's do the kind. Let's do a couple breaks. Promote you guys' podcast.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I get a couple listeners. A couple.
Anything else you want to promote?
Nah, I'm good, man. I just thank you guys so much for having me. I know this is supposed to have done. I like when you guys did it at the Club 939. That would have been a great excuse for me to go strip bar. I haven't gone to a strip bar for a long time, only because when I go and I sit in the front, they don't like come. Because you make fun, are you gonna pee? Come on!
You're gonna laugh because I'm naked. You said my money is as good as everybody else's.
See, and that's where, because I remember the first time I asked James, he was doing them at the club, right? And I told my wife, and I said, I'm gonna do a podcast. What is that podcast? That was my excuse.
Oh,
I was
you
like,
should have told me. We could have went over there.
That'd be fun. Man.
We can always have him back.
Yeah, we have you back, and then it might be more fun when your wife is on the island and you're at a strip club. Because then it adds to the excitement that you might get caught.
Right. Then you guys like that. You guys like that. Yeah. You don't have to come back the third time. Show you guys, my puka teeth. Okay, you see this? See what happened? You hear the whistling. It's because I got punched in the face.
Well, we'd like to thank you for being on our podcast.
Thanks, man.
We really appreciate it. And honestly, we do look up to you.
Don't say that, dude. I'm young.
Yeah, but we still look up. You can be,
40.
even as 18, you still look up to what you've accomplished. In
All the
comedy.
things that you've done.
Thanks, man. I
all the stuff
appreciate
you've done. And I really appreciate the friendship that we have. I know because you've been wronged, by a bunch of people, that you have a tight crew.
Right.
That are tight. Just
There's-
a few bunch of people.
Right
that you
there
love.
now. Let's see. See? Right there. That's Nelson. Nelson does. If you guys see the posters, he does. He loves doing the posters. And of course, Guy does the emceeing, and that's basically kind of it, man.
Well, we love the little guy. I love seeing the Heineken bit
Yeah, dog. It's funny.
with the where he kicks my ass. So I was laughing. I seen it. I was like, oh, it was actually done really awesome.
Yeah.
I wish maybe I had acted better in it or something.
No, you did. It was perfect. You guys see the one? The guy that we did the. What was that bit we did? The American Jungle.
Oh
The
yeah,
Mother
yeah.
Jungle.
The Kendama clan.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Rock
yeah. Okay,
clan.
so the guy that was in a reality TV show, that Portuguese guy, the bald head, the real big one, he came to my Hilo show and he saw the bit, bro.
Oh,
He was
really?
like, yeah, he was like, oh, mira, y estizas. Mira. Papa, that was funny. That was funny. I go, yeah, that was good fun. Just couldn't find the time to keep going,
Hey, you never know. Maybe we could do something on YouTube and make fun of more people.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
But thank you for coming on to the show, Augie. Really appreciate it.
That's it.
AugieT.com. Check it out. Anything?
That's
Did you want to do
No.
No, you're good.
Bro, so you do comedy.
No.
He's done it before, but it was just.
Chad, you do comedy.
Yes,
Yeah, you can call it that.
Good. That's funny, dude.
So go ahead and check out AugieT.com.
Yeah.
Come down every Wednesday, Mars Comedy Club at the studio at Hawaiian Brian's. Remember, if you see anybody out there being bullied, please speak up for that person or become a friend. Go to AugieT.com and scroll down on his front page, and you'll see his daughter holding her book. So you guys can show your support for anti-bullying, which is what the guys' issues are against. Even though we've been joking a lot about it, it's just jokes.
You guys bully people growing up.
I
How's going to
did.
lie now? You're going to try and lie.
No, I was going to say I did, but I don't think because we're comedians. I don't think for you too. I don't think you all of a sudden say I want to be a comedian. I think you was just like me,
Sure.
made fun of people, and that was just what we did. So I think in a way that is bullying, but didn't know. I joked about people like, oh, look at you, your slippers, yada yada. But so
What are you, Chad? You look like you bully people.
No, I was bullied. I was always little.
Yeah.
I was
Me
the,
too.
I was the bully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a victim.
I'm troublemaker.
I bully Chad now.
That's just how it goes.
I'm gonna get issues.
Tons of issues. So thank you guys for listening to the Guys with Issues, episode 90. Please subscribe to us on iTunes. My name is James Mane. As always, I'm with Russell Kealoha
Goodbye, bitches.
and the supposed comedian Chad Wago.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thank you to Augie T.
Mahalo.
Peace out.